You see, I'm simply sat here selling issues, because never would I beg, steal nor borrow. I'm just sat here today trying to make the day pay, so for me there might be a tomorrow.
Graham Walker's been homeless for 14 years, but his story starts a lot further back than that, with a childhood in Bristol that was less than ideal.
My father was a rag and bone man, stepdad if you like, and he's a drunk and very violent, and it was difficult for my mother, continually beaten up. Sometimes we would have to, as 5 and 6 year olds, we would have to stand behind the front door whilst Dad stumbled in drunk and pin him down, and whilst Mum took money out of his pockets for food. And when he left, my mother then basically ignored us, really.
Graham was shipped around various children's homes until at 17 he joined the army. That didn't work, neither did his marriage, and he soon found himself on the streets and in the wrong crowds. He was on a downward spiral, but caught himself in time.
I started selling The Big Issue. And lots of people look at The Big Issue as a negative situation to be in. In fact, it's turned out to be the most positive thing that's ever happened to me. Within my issues, I started putting in an anecdote or a story about my personal life or a poem. And these immediately act as an icebreaker within the small community I would be selling in. And I suddenly felt that I found everything I needed, really. You know, I found the trust, the love, the respect that I'd never received as a child. But there was this always guilty thing that it was a one-way street. I was getting it lost, but I was giving very little back.
Graham's solution? To stand out from the crowd to attract attention for the fundraising he'd started alongside magazine selling. £50,000 for charities in the West so far, and fans from Stroud to the Sillies. He's lived in tents and the back seats of cars, but is now the proud owner of a mobile home. Visits back to his childhood home in Bristol are still painful for Graham 40 years on, but his work, his friends and his new book all help him weather the storm.
It's nice to be back here, having left here 11 years ago, and came back a different man, and a man that I'm proud to know.
Francis Donovan in Bristol for The West Tonight.